Ahoy, mateys! Welcome to the Rivals SMP. It's the only Minecraft server where you can sail your crappy ship off into the sunset. My first introduction to the server was our mutual ally, Cam, and my teammate, Juicy Grape Zero, swooping in on his fancy hoverboard. Cam decided that he wanted to show me his impressive collection of heads. It was just landing. I was finally able to meet up with my new teammate, Echo. After professionally building a chair and Echo building the carrier ship, we were well on our way to adventuring. Unsurprisingly, it was not long before a duck-turned grape fell in a dramatic way before it died. For some reason, I decided to mess around while standing up, and I ended up falling off. Thereafter, I scrambled around for about 10 minutes while waiting for Echo to come down and rescue me. Thankfully, he was eventually able to save me when I dived into the lake. Shortly thereafter, Juicy Grape was able to make it back to the location where he previously died, and I picked him up quickly on the ship. By some random coincidence, after only traveling for about 30 seconds, me and the gang managed to find a huge pirate ship. After landing on the sails of the pirate ship and placing down some water, all three of us descended upon the ship. The ship was packed full with loot, and it took me 4 different trips with a full inventory each time to gather all of it. We may have each died about 15 times total, but it was completely worth it. Wow, would you just take a look at that loot? Wow, we're stacked now. After spending over an hour at the pirate ship, we finally decided to depart. Our mutual ally, Cam, was actually murdered recently, so he gave us the coords to his quote-unquote teammate's base. So we planned an assassination attempt on this guy. Despite having different resources at my disposal, I decided to build a small shelter out of dirt. Just dirt, nothing else. Now, I would provide you footage of this assassination attempt. However, the only person recording me was left out and forced to defend the base. So basically, Juicy Grape was able to kill Nick here. And then the chat was spammed with our famous motto, "Don't mess with the sins." It's official. We're a force to be reckoned with. After Juicy and Echo both returned to the base, we decided to show off our definitely not cult markings while throwing a celebration. It was then that we added Nick to our kill list. Being the very neutral nation that we were, we decided that it was a good idea to build a restaurant. But first, Echo had a small issue with the oh my gosh. So I had to teleport over to this floating village, and I stayed on it for about 5 seconds before I fell off and died. But don't worry, guys, it only took me about 35 minutes to get my stuff back. After I was able to get my stuff back, it was then time to produce the menu. Pause the video if you want to read it. By the time that I finished with the menu, the exterior of the Boar Hat restaurant was finally finished. Unfortunately, we were unable to open it at that time because one of our employees decided to take a swim in molten hot lava. Seeing as our restaurant was more understaffed than a Wendy's during COVID, I decided to hire a loyal villager. Then we legally changed his name to Henry III. Hooray, guys! It's time for the Boar Hat Grand Tour! Ta-da! My job at this restaurant was to be a waiter, due to my involvement in a certain hibachi restaurant game. After stalling for approximately 15 minutes and giving away a third of my net worth in complimentary items for their wait, we were finally able to actually open the restaurant up to the public. Today I shall be serving Mr. Backflip. After looking at the menu for less than 2 seconds, it was then that Mr. Backflip decided to pull the most professional "I forgot my wallet." After he found his wallet, he ordered the Donald Salata, followed by Nutella bread shortly thereafter. It was then that a few of our angry customers, disgusted by the feud, decided to go around killing all of the chefs and waiters. After taking the matter outside, we quickly ran away these angry Dyna Dashers. After our loyal customer paid, and he decided to put on his armor for safety reasons, we decided to declare war on this faction. Not because they killed us, because they stole our menu! Round 2, here we go! I destroyed any hopes of them escaping by breaking the waystone at spawn.
Yes! 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 No! No! No!
Yeah, so that didn't go well. Unfortunately, this marked the beginning of the end for both the Sins and the Rivals SMP server. The next time I logged on, the server owner decided to use his brand new weapon on me. Oh, what's this? It's called the God Sword. What instance does this thing? Oh my gosh! Seems like we have some admin abusing it. If that wasn't enough, Artie stole Harold the Third. Huh, it seems Echo and the server owner are not really agreeing on something. I wonder why that is.
But if you kill him, I will give you 100 diamonds and 100 gold.
Huh, so that explains a lot. The server owner also spawned in full enchanted netherite. Yeah, not like your overpowered God Sword with every enchant in the game isn't good enough for you. But since the server was probably ending anyway, Artie was given the green flag to solo the Ender Dragon. Somehow, Echo was able to finesse the server owner into spawning shulker boxes with stacks of enchanted golden apples in it. We tried giving them away to players such as Lobro here, however, they completely refused, for obvious reasons. I mean, I wouldn't take that myself. I decided to go into the nether amidst all the chaos. Why? Well, there's one thing I haven't told you yet.
Yeah.
Meaning they've, been grinding their...
I found the portal! I found the portal! I found the portal!
Yeah, that's right. We're gonna give our old pals a little visit. Then I broke down their front door like the IRS when I didn't pay my taxes. Then I looked around their base for a little while. Unfortunately, it seemed like they moved out, seeing as there was no items in many of the chests. In fact, the only interesting thing that happened was the server owner slash killing Echo. I am now gonna give you an accurate retelling of that court trial.
Objection! Objection! Hold it!
And that's how it happened.